I'm here with Fulvio Insera, the founder of the Mastermind Group, and Mike Jones, his practice lead. Fulvio, can you just tell us specifically what is the sort of core product that you're offering enterprises and government?
So the Mastermind Group comprises of three practices. Our lead practice is our asset portfolio management practice, of which Mike's the practice lead of. It's our largest practice. And we've also got a strategy and planning practice, whereby that's how we actually started. And we focus around work group, desktop, anything that affects the user directly in that enterprise space. And then the engine room is our data intelligence practice. And all those support our core business offering, which is around asset management. And basically everything we deliver or produce, we treat everything as an asset. So whether it's a technical roadmap, whether it's a device, whether it's a piece of software, it needs to be quantifiable, right? If you can't measure the benefit, then don't do it.
So that's kind of a core basis of your business, that everything is an asset.
Everything is an asset, yeah, and people need to get a return on that asset.
We look to understand the organisation's business before we do anything. So we look at it in detail and say, if you want to do something, why do you want to do it? If you've not got a reason for doing something, why spend the money? So we look at how can you measure the benefit of doing a piece of work with us, and then really allow people to measure the benefit and say, is it worth doing? Should we move on to the next stage? So it's compelling because we give them something that they can really hold on to at the end of it.
Mike, as practice lead, the company went from enterprise space across to government. Can you talk about some of the reasons why you were able to make that transition?
Yeah, well, working in the commercial industry, we found that regardless of whether it was financial, logistics or education, people were having the same problems. So it was a methodology that we could rinse and repeat and move into government to really show some benefit.
And have you got examples of what customers say to you is the real benefit to them?
As TMG, we actually understand the detail of a customer's organisation, whether it be the deeply technical or the highly commercial. So to be able to explain that at a business level or a technical is a real benefit that customers come back to us and say, this was really worthwhile.
Just a question around internationalisation. You've got a very good product and a good market here in Australia. Have you thought about any international expansion?
Yeah, we have. We've done a couple of projects in Singapore, but we'd like to do something en masse. We've discussed it. We really want to bed in our offerings in Australia. We are developing some products that we would be keen to look at exporting, particularly around the asset space. But certainly it's something we've considered. It's probably in the 2 to 3 year roadmap for the company.
Fulvio, when I think about asset management, I think about big five consulting firms, I think about off-the-shelf software being resold. What makes you different?
Well, this is very much our unique value proposition. We have no vested interest in selling software, so we're really proud of our independence. So we go into a lot more detail than the big five do. We figure that it doesn't make sense for organisations to get their resellers to undertake an asset management capability or solution, because essentially, why have the fox in charge of the chicken coop? I mean, we essentially believe that's the case.
Another question is, when I look at asset management software, do you have any unique capability that you've developed that you think gives you an advantage over the rack software?
Yeah, so as I said before, when we're dealing with organisations, they all have the same problems. It's the same with the IT asset management software vendors as well. So we looked at the solutions and said, what can we do differently? What can we do to supplement what they do well to make it of greater benefit for an organisation? So we've actually developed products and additional services that complement IT asset management solutions, but give customers something more.
And I understand you've got a new product that you've just launched.
We looked at the IT asset management solutions and said, you do software asset management very well. But in terms of hardware asset management, there was no way to make sure that the information going into those systems was accurate and relevant. So we looked at developing a product that we've called AirTrack, and it's reconciling all of the different data sources that make up an asset management environment and say, are they accurate? So is your Active Directory 100% accurate? Is SCCM giving you the information that you need, or does something need to change? Can you remediate those systems down at the bottom end to make sure that your IT asset management solution is accurate?
Well, Fulvio and Mike, thank you for your time today. An excellent example of an Australian company focusing, delivering a unique solution and really value for clients. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Tom. Thank you.